Hey, welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. Very pleased to introduce to you three wonderful people here with me that have started a fantastic program here in Park City. I'd like to introduce to you here on my far right, Jennifer Jackenthal. She's the PCCAPS Program Director for the Park City School District. And then we have Mo Hickey, the President of the Park City Board of Education in the middle there. And then Dr. Ray Timothy, the Superintendent for the Park City School District. Thank you all for being here this morning. We sure do appreciate your time and coming to fill us in on the PCCAPS program. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great to be here.
Great to have you guys here. So first off, the big question, what is PCCAPS?
Well, PCCAPS is it's a program that we're going to be starting at Park City High School, and it stands for Park City Center for Advanced Professional Studies. As we continually look for that which is in the best interest of our students, we want to make sure that our students are career and college ready. And this is an opportunity that we have to place our students in an environment that is an advanced type of an environment that will help prepare them for their future careers and jobs.
Wonderful. And so you say this is something that can allow them to be more competitive, have that edge maybe as they look to be admitted into the college of their choice. What's the goal of the program?
Well, again, it's to place our students in an environment where it's a projects-based type of approach to learning. It's almost with the assumption that they've already finished college. They're placed in a work environment, in a professional work environment where they work on specific projects. And again, it helps them integrate and work with businesses and be able to fine-tune those skills and those preparations that they need for their future jobs and careers.
That sounds fantastic. So let's talk about the actual curriculum involved in what they're learning. Maybe give an example of what a student could expect by participating in this program.
Well, I'd like to maybe go over to Jen on that one because she's been
Jennifer?
working with some of our business partners and she might be able to explain a little bit in that regard.
Well, our goal is definitely to partner with local businesses and Utah businesses to expand our children's knowledge in bioscience, engineering, business, technology, media, and human services. So the idea is that they'll do a project with, say, a research company and participate as a true employee would and learn, collaboration, leading by influence, about agility and problem-solving skills in the workforce using a mix of all the curricula and background they have rather than focusing on math or English or science. Mm-hmm. And so they'll be able to see what the real work world is like in a professional environment, whether it's science or programming, engineering, marketing for an organization.
Jennifer, how valuable do you feel is it that students get this experience? Because as Joe and I were talking about it earlier, I wish I had been exposed to a program like this. How can this affect students?
Well, I think there are a couple of different ways. One that I like to point to is that, say you believe you want to be a doctor, but once you get out into the environment and you're supporting in the ER, say, you realize that's not really what I want to do. Think of the thousands of dollars you save on med school, right?
And there's a lot of those stories.
Right, and then the other piece is that students really have a lot of different learning styles, mm-hmm. and the learning programs that we have in place now are very structured. There's someone at the front of the room, they teach the information, the students absorb the information, practice the information, and test. And for a lot of kids, that's not really a workable solution. They need to be engaged, they need to feel motivated about what they're doing. So a hands-on experience is often exactly what it takes for them. I mean, you think about Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, they didn't make it through college because that wasn't the learning environment that worked for them. They needed to have their hands-on creating and implementing, and that's what we're hoping to give these children.
That's so wonderful. And I like how you bring up the example of the different learning techniques that students have. And I think that's one of those things that we've become more aware of over the past decade or so. It's so valuable in a program like this. I think it really hits on that mark of helping students in that way.
Right, and I think the other piece is that you're not an individual contributor in the quote-unquote real world. You're always a part of a team. Whether you're doing accounting audit on a company, or whether you're doing a research project, or you're taking something to the legislature to get approved, you're a part of a team. And in a standard school environment, it's generally about you. It's about the grade that you get. You have the opportunity to quote unquote be perfect, which very rarely happens in the real world. You know, there is no 90, 95, 100 in the real world. It's, did you get it done, and did you achieve the results that were expected? So
Great. So what different businesses or organizations does the PC CAPS program, what will they be collaborating with and partnering with in doing this?
Well, we're targeting in each of those areas. So in engineering, you know, I will be targeting companies like a Triumph or an ATK. Of course, the goal is to stay in the Park City local area first and foremost, but it's important that our students get exposure to technology, and if there isn't the type of technology company in the area here, we will go down into the valley to do that. But there are many entrepreneurs up here, so there are opportunities. And also, the city is very interested in having students involved with some of the planning processes. So I'm very excited about that, and really get children and students involved in our community while they're also learning about that process. So
That's so fantastic. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I think, Mel, we're going to talk about funding and how you guys are kicking this thing off. It's such a fantastic program. So we'll be right back here with more on the Mountain Morning Show in just a couple minutes. Stay with us.